He had the penthouse, the luxury car, the designer wardrobe, and a secret that was destroying him from the inside out. This is the story of Marcus, and it might be your story too. Marcus Chen was a marketing manager who had made it. He'd climbed the corporate ladder, moving from a working-class neighborhood to a high-rise apartment in the city's most prestigious district. He drove a leased BMW he couldn't really afford, wore designer clothes that maxed out his credit cards, and posted photos from expensive restaurants he had no business being in. On social media, he was the picture of success. In reality, he was drowning. He was working 70-hour weeks just to keep up appearances. His savings were gone. He'd cut ties with his old friends and even his family, ashamed of his humble beginnings. His new life was a carefully constructed illusion, and Marcus was trapped inside. He was a perfect example of the fake rich lifestyle we see glorified online every single day. The constant pressure was crushing him. He suffered from severe anxiety, sleepless nights, and a gnawing fear that one missed payment would bring his entire world crashing down. Then came the invitation. It was from his childhood best friend, a friend he'd been avoiding for months. A simple backyard wedding. The thought terrified him. What if his new, wealthy colleagues saw where he came from? But not going meant severing his last real connection to his past, to his true self. The night before the wedding, the pressure became too much. A severe panic attack sent him to the emergency room. The bill, $3,000. $3,000 he did not have. There he sat at 3 in the morning, alone in a hospital, wearing an $800 designer shirt he couldn't afford, with a medical bill he couldn't pay. He scrolled through his phone, but there was no one he could call. No one who knew the real him. His boss texted, asking him to work on the weekend. His landlord emailed about late rent. A voicemail from his mother sat there, unopened, a symbol of his shame. In that moment of total collapse, a memory surfaced, his grandmother's voice, telling him an old Indonesian proverb, Asu Belang Kalung Wang. It means a mongrel dog wearing a gold necklace. The saying goes, no matter how expensive the collar, the dog's true nature is what it is. You can't hide your authentic self behind material things. That was his rock bottom, but it was also his awakening. The next day, Marcus showed up to the wedding, not in a designer suit, but in a simple shirt from his old closet. He found his friend, apologized, and for the first time in a long time, he told the truth. He confessed his struggles, his debt, his loneliness. And you know what happened? He wasn't judged. He was embraced. Over the next few months, Marcus dismantled the fake life he'd built. He moved into a smaller apartment. He got rid of the car. He started the long, hard journey of paying off his debt. He reconnected with his family and his old friends. He rediscovered himself. He learned that real respect doesn't come from a price tag, but from your character. A year later, Marcus, now debt-free and happier than ever, launched a social media campaign about financial authenticity. It went viral, helping thousands of others who felt trapped in the same cycle. He learned the most valuable lesson of all. True wealth isn't about what you own. It's about living a life that's genuinely yours, surrounded by people who love you for who you are. Authenticity is the ultimate luxury. So I want to ask you, are you chasing someone else's definition of success? It's time to define your own. Share this video if you've ever felt the pressure to be someone you're not. Let's start a movement of financial and personal authenticity. Comment authentic below if you're ready to live your truth. Thanks for watching.